Welcome to
Hi.
a new episode of Amateurish, episode number 9.
Oof. Episode 9. You know what that means?
The ninth.
Yeah.
The last ninth. That's my thing. Anyways, episode 9. It comes out on November 9th and it's my birthday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's funny. That's very funny.
That's cool.
That's very, very
Interesting.
hilarious. Anyways, I'm gonna let's just go straight up to the mastery that we just watched.
Yeah, so we just finished watching Married at First Sight, season 9 on Netflix.
I found this. I think I was just scrolling through Netflix, right? It was me. I was scrolling through Netflix because we just watched like a horror movie, right? Yeah, we watched what we watched. We watched the movie before watching it.
Really?
Yeah, we watched the movie.
Yeah.
What was the movie that we watched?
I don't remember.
Was it good?
No.
Fuck, what movie was it?
I have no idea.
We forgot about it already, so that kind of tells you that much.
Yeah.
It was a movie on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, it was not a bad movie. It was that movie, the two Africans who go into the house.
Yeah, never mind.
It was a horror movie.
Yeah.
It was His House.
Yeah.
His House.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was interesting. It
On
was not
Netflix.
great though. It was interesting though.
It was creepy.
It was kind of creepy. But I feel like I don't get scared anymore. Like any movie, like I think we talked about this. Like no movie can scare me.
Mm-hmm.
Except if they make a really good ass witchery movies from back in DR that I know there's some shit that are real.
Well, yeah, your thing is like you need to get scared because the story is scary. I get scared because of the jump scares.
Nah, I don't get scared with that. That's nothing to me.
Well, and it's kind of scary, like the scary thing too.
Like creepy faces and stuff like that don't scare me at all. I just find it like creepy. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of creepy.
No, yeah, exactly. Me too. But then like also when I'm like home and I'm like going into bed, I'd just be jetting into bed because I feel like some shit's under my damn bed and it's that thing that I saw in the movie.
So you still got that kid shit?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, like I don't get scared about none of that. I just literally like I want a story that will literally like make me like
actually really
like be like holy like I've heard about this story.
So, like,
actually
so those other movies, the ones that it starts with an I, Insidious, those are not scary to
no
you?
at all.
Wow.
At all. Like
That's
nothing.
really scary
You know
to
the
me.
movie that's kind of scary to me a little bit, the first Paranormal Activity.
Oh yes.
Like the screams that girl did and how like something like that, like I don't think that could happen because I don't believe in that type of thing. Like necessarily at 100%, but like just the idea of something like that being in your house and just dragging you around,
fuck out of here.
and just watching you when you're sleeping and stuff like that. That was scary to me.
That's fucking terrifying.
So you see, like a movie like that, you know, like that was a good story.
Well, also because it's like vlog.
It was like, so it looked like real. It looked real.
Yeah, I was like, is this a real thing?
Yeah, and
When
they
it
make it
first
look
came
like it's
out,
real in the
it
beginning. Like,
did.
oh, this footage was like found.
Yeah.
Assholes. But no, like you see, like something like that will like I'm like, oh, like when I first saw it, I was a kid though. When I first saw that, and I was like, oh, this is scary.
This is
like,
fucking terrifying.
This is actually scary. But other than that, I've never been like actually
Except for,
scared.
Andrea,
that was
Andrea
a Dominican
legitimately
movie.
terrified me.
Well, this is the thing. Like, what happened to the guy in the horse happened to my uncle.
Bruh.
So he found a kid. He found a kid in the middle of the. Like, if you watch this movie, by the way, Andrea is a Dominican film, and then in the film, this guy is like in a horseback, and his daughter's like bewitched by.
It's like literally like giving me fucking nightmares already.
She kind of took like a tomb that was cursed and to put it on her mother's grave, and that was cursed to her, so she was like being bewitched by something. So the dad came back home, and he's like going at night in the countryside, and he's like going with his horse, and he finds this kid, and he like, oh, you need like to go home, like what's going on, kid? Like
it was like dark.
You're by
dark.
yourself, and the kid is like doesn't say a word. Like I'm getting goosebumps right now
Me
talking
too,
about this.
I literally am.
So like he's like, let me put you here, and I'm gonna take you home. Like what are you doing here? And it's
I'm
dark.
gonna start crying.
And he takes the kid and he puts him in the back, and then the horse is getting tired and tired. And I'm getting like legit like goosebumps because like this is the story that my dad told me. This is the thing though. I mean, my dad told me that this story that happened to my uncle way before I even saw this movie. So when I saw this in the movie, it made me jump out of my freaking bed, and I was like, like it's real. Like something be like on the bottom of me like made me believe that my dad was like bullshitting sometimes, like to make me scared. But when I saw it, I was like, like it was like these are stories that happen to other people. So then like the horse is getting tired, and then the guy sees that the kid's legs are literally on the bottom dragging.
Fuck.
And then he turns around, the kid is like blue with red eyes.
Stop.
And the guy is like, and then the kid like laughs, and it's like it was obviously like a demon. So he like tried to hit the kid.
Oh my god!
And then he flies off, and then he wakes up the next morning, and like what was happened. So basically, that happened to my uncle. Because
so basically, I'm fucking sobbing now. Thanks. Like fuck. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
That happened. Okay. That happened to my uncle because my uncle was kind of like a piece of shit when he was a kid, and he like cursed out his mom before leaving. And I don't know. There's something like in DR that when you do something to your parents, there's like a karma. We're gonna go into deep horror story. We're gonna have an episode like completely dedicated to this because it's gonna be like I have like at least like 12 stories. So like he was like an asshole, and then he was going home, and he had like a little donkey that he was riding, and he find this kid, and he was like helping him, and literally what happened in the movie happened to him, where he sees that freaking thing was getting huge behind him, and he had like a sword, like a machete that my dad gave him, and it was blessed, and he hit the thing like the thing yelled that people heard it from miles away, and then he was like sick. He had stench for months after, and my grandma had to take care of him. Like he like stunk of like death, and he was sick for months.
Wow. So
it was something that he didn't really like whatever he thought he like wounded him really. So some crazy. So going from that tangent back to Netflix. So I was scrolling and I found this stupid ass show called Married at First Sight. So
Married at First Sight, season 9.
And then you fell in love with it real quick.
I mean, it was just fucking interesting. That's all.
Okay, go into it because I have so many Pepsis that you already know that I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to let you go do your thing right now. Go.
Yeah, well, if you've never seen the show, basically there is just like a bunch of singles, both male and female, just looking for love. And the whole twist on this fucking show is that you meet them at the altar for the first time and you are married. So
if you ever thought of a dumber idea for a show, this is it.
Literally is this, because you don't hear one word about them. You don't know their names.
You're literally trusting like 3 old people to match you with them.
It's like 3 experts. It's like a marriage counselor / pastor. It's a therapist, right? Or
she's a sociologist, right?
Yeah,
the old lady is a sociologist, and then the girl is a therapist,
she's
sex counselor,
therapist.
And couple therapy, and then the guy is
a pastor and a marriage therapist.
He's a couple therapy too. Yeah. He's a counselor. He's a counselor.
Yeah. So these 3 people, based on a bunch of different questions and quizzes and all this stuff, they connect these singles and make 4 couples out of it, and
marry them.
You get legitimately legally married at the altar. You see them for the first time, and you've never seen them before or know anything at all about them. So you can give them certain things that you would like to see in your partner, but like it doesn't mean that they're going to give it to you. Yeah.
So basically,
we were like, yes, we want to see this dumb shit.
This is the dumbest shit. Like, this is the thing. I don't want to be mean.
Oh God.
Because now we're gonna get into a little bit like mean spirited a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit mean, but
I think, and you said this, and I find it funny, is that they find like the most ugliest people in the city and that couldn't get married, and then match them and get them married. Because I'm sorry, but I don't think the 4 couples that they chose were that ugly. I'm not gonna go there. Like the 4 young. I'm telling you about like the Greg guy. I don't know. Like this, like and Deanna, she don't get saved either. Like, I feel like the only ones that were kind of attractive were Iris and Keith. And I don't know about that. And maybe no, I don't even know about that either. Like, goddamn, just Iris and Keith, honestly. But this is the thing, like, the group that they have like a huge audience of men and women. And it was, but every single one of them either had a defect that I was like, I saw from a mile away. Or like they was just hit as hell. I'm like, this is so like if I freaking go into this show, this is the choices you're gonna give me. Like, what is? I don't think I'm the most attractive guy in the world, but I mean, come on.
But if you go into this, like, you're somewhat like
desperate.
Rushing.
You're desperate. You're like, oh, I can't get somebody at all, so I'm just gonna marry somebody that I haven't even seen.
Truly, like, how do you think it will work if you went out there and you did your damn thing and you made it try to make it work with someone that you actually met and started this connection with, and it didn't end up working? How in the fuck do you think it's gonna work if you get automatically married, legally married to someone who you don't know what they look like, you don't know? I guess the point is, you don't care. You shouldn't care what they look like. That's like married at first sight. But like, I don't give a fuck. Like, everybody wants somebody that they find physically attractive.
I mean, yeah, that's part of a real relationship. Like us, like yeah, it's like, okay, we obviously, the first thing that we see from each other is physical. So we get attracted by that, and then we talk, and if we talk and we see that we have a lot of similarities and a lot of common things, we're like, okay, yeah, let's try this.
Then the mental connection.
Yeah, and then you grow everything else after that for the next future.
Right, but
if I see you from the get-go and you're coming from the aisle, and I'm like, no. No. And now you gotta say I do no matter what?
Yeah, like, you literally had to get married no matter what. I mean, I guess that's part of the show. Like, that's what you could sign up for. But
yeah, because I didn't see that there was a clear, like, I haven't seen the other seasons. We literally just jumped into the season 9. I never so I don't know if it happened before, but I don't know if you have an option from right there in the aisle and be like
run.
No, I'm not good with this. Like,
but that's fucked up. Like, you're in front of their family and your family.
I mean, it's more fucked up for me to like put them into a relationship that like the douchebag that one of the couples, Matt Matt and Amber, this poor little girl won a real relationship, like real marriage, and this dude was basically, I think Matt was just really for the show, like he just wanted to be in a show. And he didn't want, like, he was like, whatever show I can get into to get my face out there to maybe get like a career somewhere. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do whatever show it is. I don't care what it is. And they were like, okay, you gotta get married with this person. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I guess so. Because this guy, marries this poor girl, and obviously he says way after in the reunion, I was never really attracted to her. Yeah. From day one, 15 minutes in.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
But yeah, I don't care about spoilers. Like,
no spoiler. Like, he's an actual garbage,
he's a human
piece
garbage
of shit scum, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, because he was seeing other girls at the same time too. And
yeah, like the show, you are only supposed to. It's like an experiment, so you're supposed to be with them for 2 months, and then you get to say at the end of it, like, okay, I want to get a divorce. Which you still have to get divorced legally.
Yeah, because you're legally married.
Yes.
So you're gonna put that in your records, basically. I was married.
There. Yeah. So you can say either like, yeah, I want to get divorced, or I want to keep this relationship going, this marriage going. And this guy literally.
I love how you say literally.
Literally.
Because it's literally, but fine, go.
He was like seeing other bitches basically, and he like, it was like what, like week 2 or week 3, and he
disappeared,
didn't come home like at all. He was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna see my friends, call my friends, and then he literally never came home. He never texted her. He turned his phone off, and he comes home the next day like 2 p.m. and he's like, hi, how are you? Like, chilling.
And then they had like a whole thing. The whole doctor had to come in, talk to them, and be like, you can't do this. Then does it again and doesn't come back for 2 days.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah. And in that, like, in the beginning, when we have Vlad, like, he obviously was like fucking other bitches.
Yeah, like, that was like such a like, beam, 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 beam. I'm like, because he left his wedding ring in the first time that he left.
He took his wedding ring and he's like, yeah, I was just like working out. Like,
so yeah, you were definitely fucking some bitches. Like,
Yeah.
like come at it. You literally ran a train through Charlotte. Like,
Oof.
this was based in Charlotte, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that was our least favorite dude. Like, from the whole thing. We literally were
skipping over their parts.
Every time he would come up, because also the way that he talks and the way that he looks
like so
is the most annoying freaking human ever in the freaking planet. So
he's a basketball player, so he was like speaking like a wannabe NBA player.
No. He's not even like an NBA player. He's a freaking
wannabe. That's what.
He's like, he takes some contracts overseas. I'm like, if you're not signed to a team and no team likes you like that, and you're taking contracts from like year to year, that means that you ain't that good. Anyways, he obviously, he was our least favorite. He really sucked, and we got it wrong. So we were like betting money that Aris and Keith were gonna keep it going.
Yeah, I'm so sad about that.
But then you do your thing like you always do, and you Google it way before the show is even over, and you're like, oh no, they don't make it.
Well, we're spoiling it, so.
Well, no. You spoiled it for us, though. Like, as we're watching it.
No, I'm saying you're spoiling it for everybody else as well.
No, because as soon as they heard Married at First Sight, and as soon as we went into they already know that we're going to talk into detail about this. I mean, it's still a fun show to watch, I guess, because there's like drama and it's a reality show and it's fake anyways.
Like, you want to see why this happens.
Yeah. But they gave a whole sneak peek of season 10. I don't think I'm going to talk about the other couples. Well, Elizabeth and Jamie were just a mess, and they actually stuck it out and still together.
They're the definition of toxic, and
that's the most toxic relationship. From day 2, they got into a fight of being married at first sight.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's the and those are the type of toxic relationship that they always come back to each other, so they're just forever gonna be like that.
Yeah, it's nasty. They're both really nasty to each other.
It's insane. And then the most normal couple was Deanna and Gregory, and those were the most hittest couple ever in the world. But to each his own. They were
hella awkward.
To each his own, my dude Greg, God bless him. Anyways, Iris and Keith, though, they were like a cute couple, and like we thought we were gonna make it
so good together.
But Iris was too stuck because she was like a virgin, like a 27-year-old virgin. She's like, I'm only gonna lose it when I get married, and that was her identity. She made it her identity, and that's all she talked about. It
was frustrating.
And he was like, "You're not really mature, like
like he wasn't
emotionally and sexual.
He was really not even trying to push the sex thing on her at all.
Yeah, but anything that she it related even to sex, she was like." No. Yeah,
like exactly. Like they were rolling die, and
he was mature. He was mature in that. He wanted somebody to be mature in that because they're married. And he was patient enough to be like,
seriously, and
come
respectful.
On. Yeah, he was respectful. So I don't blame him that much.
Nah, he left though. He was like, goodbye.
Yeah, he was like, she wanted to keep the marriage going, and he was like, nah. Because that was going to be like the next 5 years. It was going to be that. And he probably was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, because he had to make her grow, and he just didn't want to be
like, because he's already done, like he's already there. He's already there, and he has to wait for that person. And necessarily, like, unless you like fell in love with them, like, not this, because this is the problem with this. This is forced. It's like Married at First Sight is forced. You're married, and now you have to make it work.
Yeah, and they take you to like a really romantic honeymoon, so you just kind of like feel the tension of like kind of wanting, like that physical connection. Like
it's forced.
You end up wanting or like having to have sex at some point.
Yeah.
And like building that sexual connection first. Yeah. And I feel like that's sometimes hard.
Like, I feel like if they met outside of that, like normal, and she told him that, and she's like, listen, I kind of want to lose my virginity when we're married, and then they like grew as like a relationship outside of that, and there was never pressure.
No, yeah,
like that would have worked out.
Yeah, but she also made it her literal like personality trait.
Yeah, that was annoying. Like every single thing that she said
was like, oh well, how does it feel that I'm not like experienced as a person, as a woman?
I mean, to that point, I would have been like, either shut up or open. Like, I don't know, like either shut up, like don't talk about it anymore. Like, I'm giving you,
like, let's do some shit.
I'm trying to be mature enough for you to not talk about it and like leave you alone. Like, if you're not trying to do anything, like, and we're married, let's just shut up.
No, yeah, and she never wanted to like talk about it, like for real. Like, she was always just like, how do you feel about it? And then he said it, and then she was like, okay. Or like she would just close up.
And then she would like you know how they do the interview after, like they're talking about the shit that just happened like outside of that, and she's like, I don't know, like before he told me it was not a problem, and now it is a problem. It's like because you keep talking about
exactly.
Just shut up.
Yeah. So that's how we feel about that.
Yeah, but that was that, and then but yeah, it was just a dumb show. Honestly,
yeah. I mean,
like you're not gonna think that's gonna work ever.
No.
Like I bet Greg and Deanna are gonna call it quits. She just liked his house, honestly, and that's why I think she kind of like made it happen. She's like 4 bedrooms, huge house, you build it. Woo.
And Jamie and Beth are gonna.
Well, that's a relationship that I bet you money that will last forever until they die because it's so toxic, and that's
they'll come back to each
that's
other
who they
time.
are. They will leave off and come back, leave off, come back, leave off, come back, and those relationships last forever, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with a bunch of different partners in between.
Yeah, but you know,
shit.
it does last forever. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, they showed a sneak peek of season 10, and my dude, there is no improvement on the looks. Like, god damn it! Like, what's going on?
Yeah, it was a little bit tragic. It's like a little awkward. Like, you can't, damn, like nobody wanted to sign up that was like looking a little bit better.
I don't know. I was the 1 season and done, honestly. Like that was an experience.
What I want it was long. There was like 20 episodes, an hour long.
18 episodes, an hour long each, and we binged that shit. The last 3 episodes we were just skipping through everything. Like, let's just finish
they say
this.
the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, we're done. But the other episodes, I would just watch the first 2 episodes and then the last 2 episodes, and that's it.
Oh yeah, that'll be
yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, but then you're not gonna know the problems though on the last episode.
Yeah, but they always recap it in the beginning.
That's true.
Remember, they recap it.
That's true.
I'm chilling. I'm doing that next time.
That's very true. All right, I want to move on from that
Okay.
real quick.
When I see you, is on site.
Nah, on site though. It's your birthday.
Oh shit!
It's your birthday.
I thought we were not gonna bring it up.
It's your birthday.
No,
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
This is coming out on my birthday. Skip it. They're gonna know we're recording this at 12 a.m.
It's your birthday.
Stop.
Birthday. I don't give a fuck. It's your birthday.
Cool.
Come give me some kisses.
Cool. Okay, hold on. Anyways, that was a quick pause because you were like had to give me kisses and stuff. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, real quick.
When I see you, is on site.
So I heard this story.
Oh God. Okay.
On this pod, which is insane. I want to kind of hear what you think about it.
Okay.
So this guy sends. So this comedian Bill Burr. He has a podcast, and somebody sends him a question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he sends him like a situation, and he's asking advice about it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this couple, they're married like I think 15 years. They have 2 kids, and they're in a bowling alley. They're like having fun. They're like, it's one of the birthday kids, I think. Kid's birthday, yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're having fun. And then the wife and the guy who's telling the story go into the bar section to get like drinks. And the bar guy says the wife's name. Like, oh, here, like, I'm going to say a fictional name because I don't remember. Fiona. Like, oh, here, Fiona. Nice, like a little side thing. And the husband is like confused.
He's like, how the fuck does she know? Does he know my wife's name?
So they go back into the seating area, and he's like, so what was that? That was weird. And she's like, oh, I don't know how she kind of knew my name. So she tried to act stupid at first.
Oh God, okay.
And then he kind of like keeps jabbing. And she's like, okay, so basically, so she breaks down, and she's like, so basically, when our bachelor night, before we were getting married, I was having fun with the girls, and we went to sleep, but I went back down to the bar area, and this guy was a bartender there. And by the way, the guy's a douche to even say anything at this point, because these people have been married for a while and have kids.
For real, but anyway.
But whatever, it comes out. So she says that she tells the guy, like, I don't know if I want to just have sex for him for the rest of my life. This is my last night to do anything. I want to have sex right now with this guy. By the way, they've been together as a relationship before getting married. So this is disgusting. Yeah. But she's like, I can just have sex for him for the rest of my life. This is my last night. Like if that's like an
That's
exit out like the night before you get married, like that's it. You can
like,
you can do
off.
whatever you want basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they go to the honeymoon suite where they go the next day when they're married and have sex on the bed that they had had sex when they were married. The day after, basically. Yeah. So the night before, she takes the guy back up, has sex with the guy. Mm-hmm. On the bed that she consummates the marriage the next day with the guy. So, and they had sex, and and then they went in the merry ways, and then she got married the next day with this guy, and then consummated the marriage on the same bed. With this by the way, that's like the most disgusting thing. Like, you literally consummate your marriage knowing that you fucked someone else the night before, and you're gonna build this life with this person. You literally just ended the relationship right there.
Also, what if like the sex with that man was like the best sex she's ever had? Like, was she gonna break off the whole marriage?
It basically wasn't the best marriage because she said that you're the best guy, and like we built this life together. Now we have 2 kids, and then the guy is like, he's like torn now because and that's why he's asking Bill Burr for advice. And he's like, I don't know what to do right now. I basically left right now because I don't know what to do. Yeah. And I don't know how to go about this because we do have 2 kids together, and this happened 15 years ago. But the way that it happened
that's like crazy.
Is the most ridiculous, disgusting thing that Wow. So I kind of want to put you on the spot because what Bill Burr kind of says to the guy, he didn't really give advice. And then Bill Burr's wife came on the podcast, and she's like, first of all, the bar guy's an asshole for even saying the name. Like
yo, he was ready to spit some flames.
Yeah, like he just
night.
fucked it up. But I mean, it kind of tells you how disgusting the person that you married though with.
Oof,
that's like kind of is, because that's just one thing is like maybe you fucked him outside like in an alley or something, which is kind of anything that happens is horrible. It's horrific. Anything. Yeah. But it's kind of like a spit on their face that you literally did it on the bed, the same bed that you consummated the marriage the next day.
That's like cringe all around, just completely cringe.
So what do you think about that?
That's horrible. That's disgusting. Honestly,
what advice would you give that guy?
Oh my God. I mean, I would honestly say, I don't care. Like, it's been 15 years and you have 2 kids. I don't give a fuck. I would never see you as the same person ever again. I would probably shoot for separation than divorce, maybe. If I absolutely can't get over it, which I don't see myself personally getting over it, like, I would actually probably shoot for divorce. That's like unexcusable. Yeah, like,
my opinion, like, my eyes, if like that situation happened to me exactly the same way, I will basically like I don't know, because I'm pretty aggressive when it if it comes to that, like my heart will like it's just go be in my throat as I'm listening to the story, and my blood will be like rising temperature, and you can see like my whole face should become maroon.
Your forehead vein will definitely be popping out.
It will become maroon, and then I don't know if I black out. And then she kind of ends up like cut or something,
Yeah.
I don't know if I black out in that moment,
Yeah, you probably would, honestly.
But for sure, if I don't black out and I can separate myself from that situation and leave, I will come back and kind of like be like, you're a disgusting human being. And for you to keep this for 15 years, for me to find out because a bar guy decided to say your name is truly disgusting.
Yeah.
Like you didn't you could have maybe told me that same day,
right?
The next day that you did this, maybe because it was a mistake, and I would have thought about it,
right?
At that point, because I had an option. I had an option to not build a future with you,
right?
And go my separate ways but you didn't tell me this, locked me up, and now I'm stuck with you with 2 kids, basically. So like, even if we divorced, I have to see your stupid face because we have 2 kids.
That's just like a whole nother thing.
So I would definitely like divorce her, and maybe like I will find a way to like just take away everything and just take the kids too. Like I'll fight the battle, like I'll be like, nah, like I'm I'm doing something because I'm not staying with you.
No,
that's
for
sure.
Yeah, I couldn't. But that's also why I don't want like if you had a bachelorette party, you were like probably doing some shit. If she was like there, like with her friends at the bar, like obviously,
and more if
she
you know
was
that your friends are her friends are gonna dirty. If you know that those are the type of friends.
But like obviously, if you went downstairs to see the same like bar guy that you were seeing, it's because you guys were like flirting or something.
Yeah, and so also the friends didn't have nothing to do with it because they were drunk, went upstairs, and she came back down in the story. So she was looking for it.
She was a bitch.
The friends didn't tell them anything. You know, like the friends were not like, "Oh my god, you should just do it. It's your last night." She went downstairs. It was her idea.
No, that's Oof, that's harsh, but yeah.
It was a horrible story that stuck with me when I heard that, and I was like, I have to ask her this. Like, I have to be like, what is her thought about this?
Is this what the story thing that you were talking about last night?
That was the story that I told you. I was like,
okay.
Oh my god, I have this thing that I gotta freaking tell you. I gotta tell you, but I want to tell you in the podcast.
Oh yeah, nah, fuck out of here. That's insane.
Nah, like, yeah, I would like, man, that's just, it's just so fucked up.
That's like,
it's so fucked up. That's even a story. Like and there's so many dirtier, more disgusting stories in the world than that. But like, damn, like why would you do that to somebody? Like, what? Like, even the idea would be like, oh my god, I don't want to have sex with them forever. Then why are you with them?
No, exactly. I was actually just gonna say that. Like, if you're struggling this hard, I'm never gonna have sex again with someone else. If it's
just
not
be
him.
a bachelor, like just be a single person.
No one's asking you to get married.
Yeah, just
That's
fuck
your
the
decision.
world. Like, if you're that type of person, fuck the world, bruh. And then when you're 33 and you're tired of it and you want to find and settle down with somebody and not do this bullshit anymore, somebody will find you.
Right.
Somebody will find you that is in the same stage of their life.
Yeah, exactly.
But you don't have to literally make somebody like ruin. Like, that guy's life is basically ruined.
Yeah, now it is.
Because you wasted 15 years of their life.
But imagine they were like not gonna go to the bowling alley that night, and they were gonna go to like Applebee's or something. Like, that would just, the way that your fate lies sometimes,
bro.
Oof.
It's crazy.
That's some stressful shit there.
It's crazy.
But I actually also want to ask you, now that it's your birthday, I wanted to ask you, what are some goals that you had for this year?
My goals is for this year definitely to grow this pod even more. By the way, guys, Patreon's out.
Link in
link is on the bio and stuff. And I'm gonna be posting everything soon, and then the episodes of our shows are gonna be releasing soon. That's gonna be soon. By the way, next week, episode 10. Officially, our first guest.
On
the amateur-ish
or something.
I don't even know if I have. Hold on, let me see real quick. Nope,
it's fine. We have clapping.
So yeah, you clap. I guess like.
Let's snap.
Oh, snap! Yeah, there you go.
Our first guest.
Our first guest is gonna be next. I don't know if I want to see his name. But it's a him.
Yeah, it's a dude.
Do you want to say? I mean, just hear this voice.
When I see you is on sight.
It's gonna sound just like that voice.
It's gonna sound just like that guy right there.
So that's gonna be our first guest next week. It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be straight fucking flames.
So that's gonna be it's gonna be our first guest, episode 10. I wanted to wait into episode 10. We had 9 in. We were comfortable in the mics.
Yeah.
Now we can bring people in, and that's going to be our first guest, excited. Episode 10. But yeah, goals is growing this pod to something that I envisioned to it. And that's going to be awesome that we built together.
Yeah.
And hopefully putting more into reality, like the filming, the filming goals that I have. Like maybe like.
This was an on the spot, huh?
Yeah, it is.
When I see you is on sight.
But maybe solidify one of the scripts that I have, and maybe like throw the chances myself and do it myself, skeleton wise, and see if I can.
Yeah.
And see if I can convince some people and believe in the story and do it with me. Because you know that I have that script that is like based in Colorado. So I don't know. But those are goals. Like this is my focus right now, though. Our thing and growing this right now. Like that's my main focus right now, because it's like it's one idea that I had a year ago, and I really want to grow this and see if we can do something about it. Yeah. So that'll be fun. But yeah,
nice.
Those are the goals right now.
Nice.
And I'm getting really old. Yay.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're a baby.
I'm dying.
You're a child.
But yeah, we have to talk about, obviously, we're going to close out the episode and talk about the most important thing that happened
this week,
this week and basically in our lifetime.
Which is that we are so fucking relieved of the outcome.
And you can feel the city, like the country, like everybody in the around the world, they're like, it's like a side. Everybody's like,
yeah,
like even if this dude got half the votes of the country,
which is actually we're
which
not gonna
is
talk
tragic,
about that, but yeah,
still the world is like,
we feel
thank
like
God, yo, like you can take your bra off.
I can take my fucking bra
I can take my
bro.
underwear off and let my balls just swing around and you let them breathe, you know, like. So Biden won the election.
Biden and Kamala.
God bless.
Kamala. Why do we say Kamala?
It's Kamala Harris. But Joe Biden won the election by 4 million votes right now. So far, unpopular vote in Electoral College. He won Pennsylvania. It's a done deal.
Yeah.
And I mean, yo, like I was like, the whole time I was just like, in the inside, I was just happy. I was like, oh my God. Like I feel like it's just such a relief that I don't have to, because I told you the main thing was like not hearing his voice anymore, not hearing his thing. But also like this is the ugly thing about it too, because he's not going to be out of there until January, and you know for sure he has yet not conceded. The presidency is Sunday night. He's yet not conceded the presidency. He's not said that I've lost. Congratulations, Joe Biden. He's still saying that he's fighting.
The balls for that.
Yeah, but this is the problem. This is the scary part about, you know, like this is what democracy is all about. Like what the decency of this was. You lost. It was clear. You say that you lost, and you congratulate the other person, and that's it. Like with when Obama won, I saw the speech that the first time that he won against McCain, like McCain was like a really like, he was a guy that you can disagree about a lot of things, but like he was respectful as hell, yo. Like I saw this speech that he was like, the differences that we had, no matter what it is, that's your guy now, and that's who we have to like pretty much support.
Yeah.
But there was never a question, you know, like it was just, that's it. This is what the people chose. Go ahead and give him support. And this guy is like the most disgusting human being I've ever seen in my life. And the people that I see him support him, like I believe it or not, a couple high school like people that I knew back in the day back in high school, down and dog for this guy.
Oh, they're the biggest dick suckers for Trump.
And I was like, I was seeing this on my Facebook, and I was like, you know what? Not that I only not disagree with you, I have to unfriend you because you're disgusting.
Basically, yeah.
Because for you to say that 4 million people, those votes are illegally, and they don't have a voice. Basically, like, so his 71 million was legal, but these 74 are illegal.
Right.
That's what basically you're saying, and you're saying that half of the country that decided to say "fuck you, get out" is not. They don't even have a voice.
Yeah. So
it's just gross.
It's
like
disrespectful.
Just you lost. We lost 4 years ago. Like if you want to call out the Democrats by saying that they were always after Trump, putting the Russian thing, putting after him. They had reasons for it.
We had
like,
reason to. Exactly.
Get out of my face with all that bullshit. Just stop it. Shut the hell up. They had reasons for it. There was clear obstruction that the FBI and CIA say the Russian interfere in the election of 2016. And Trump was sucking Putin's dick at the time. So they had a research.
Yeah.
So shut the hell up. Okay? And just take your loss like a man. Go be a white
supremacist somewhere else, please.
Take your loss like a man and shut up. And let's just let this guy bring the country back to the sanity that it was 4 years
Oh
ago,
God! Like
before
you guys,
this dude came in.
You guys probably felt the relief that I felt if you were voted for Biden. It's just like I was like literally crying watching them speak because it's like you like feel like you have sane people like leading the country again, and I don't know, like them talking about bringing the country back and uniting us again, and just equality and like saying these things that Trump didn't talk about. Seeing all the different colors like up there, it's just like that's literally, they said it. We want up here to look like what the American people look like.
Yeah.
And it was not looking like that.
Listen, Biden was not my first choice.
No.
Obviously, like I said this half time again, but Kamala Harris, I don't necessarily love what she stood for.
Yeah.
And the things that she did when she was a prosecutor.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of things. These seats, these elections are just all about symbolism. And for her to be elected is a lot of little girls like, wow, I can do that one day.
Yeah.
There's black descended Indian, South Asian, right?
Yeah, South Asian.
Descendant woman just got elected.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever I'm from, I can get elected to this thing.
Right.
Like I can. So it's all about symbolism at the end of the day. Like,
Character.
but as long as those people have character and can do things decency wise, I don't care.
Respectfully. Respectfully. That's all that matters.
There's just respectful people, and Trump is none of that above.
No,
it's none of the above. It's just he's just a gross person.
Yeah. I was at the mall today and some guy was wearing a Trump 2020 shirt and he was like, fuck your feelings. Like it said at the bottom. And me and Amy, which is my sister, we were just laughing at him. He was with his girlfriend or whatever, some other girl, and she was like wearing an American flag. And like they just looked like so like crusty. And we literally were just laughing as we walked by. Because it was just like, that's the type of character that you have. Fuck your feelings. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I always was like the type of person like just be in the center and just try to hear both sides.
Yeah, but you have to.
But at this point, it's like, At this point, it's like, bro, like if you're still going around, like I still see posts of people that I know, like this president was stolen. It was like it was rigged. And they stole the election.
God.
Listen, Bush did it in 2000. Bush clearly stole the election in 2000. We don't talk about it. I mean, the thing came on. They said that he won. We took it. We took it in the chin and said, "Fuck it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let him be president." I guess. So at this point, like, just shut the. You know what? Shut the fuck up.
Just say it, babe.
At this point.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just let it be, bro. And just take the next 4 years.
Like we have to take your bullshit.
And also, Trump, take the nicest stick that you got in the White House right now, and stick it right in your asshole real quick, and without lube too. So just stick it right in there, sit on it, and just try to shove it up your spine. And go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like real nicely right there. Right there. You know, when you feel that stick right there and put it up without lube, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. And you're old. So it's going to hurt a lot. And just go fuck yourself.
I think you should do it with a little knife. But
and look at you. You're a loser.
Mm-hmm.
2020, they didn't want you for a second term, bruh. You're a loser.
That's embarrassing. Remember that little video that I told you? He was like, Biden's the worst presidential candidate. It's embarrassing. I'm never going to show my face.
You're a loser.
We hope you
get
don't.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Get out. And when you say you were never a loser, and that's why from 3 months ago, you started to say that this is going to be illegitimate and started to put this in the minds of people. And everybody knew your bullshit. And nobody's taking it right now. All the things that he's throwing for lawsuits, they're throwing it right back at his face and say, "Shut up, you're out in 3 months."
Baby.
And just listen, it's not respectful to say like the last president go fuck himself, but honestly, I have no respect, and you go fuck yourself.
What? He lost the respect the first fucking day.
And yeah, I just feel happy. I feel happy that this dude won.
It's relief because now they can bring science back.
Yeah,
babe.
I necessarily didn't want Joe. And again, I emphasize that I did not want Joe. He's half dead. And I didn't want him. I didn't want him as president. Like I would have taken easier Kamala Harris as president.
Bernie,
but she's gonna be in the second. Well, yeah, Bernie. Even though he's old, he's still alive.
he's
you can
hard.
you can see that he's alive. Joe Biden, my boy, you like remember the speech that he gave when he won? I was like counting the stutters and stuff.
But that's a a medical condition.
Yeah, but also he was gone like 200
Oh,
million,
God.
100,000 Americans dead. Listen, he's just gonna talk sometimes like like an old man. He is a grandpa. It's gonna be frustrating.
Yeah, but
He's old as hell. But I will take this 1,000 times.
a billion.
Other than the other side.
Another 4 years.
You
of that.
know, so I'd rather have this, and I'd rather have the other person disappear, and eventually, you know what they're gonna do? Eventually, they're gonna come after his ass. He is gonna go to jail, and I think this is why they're gonna drag him. You know that, guys. By the way, if you go to Instagram, and you see the last video that I posted in the election, and there's like a video with Trump's face stacked. It's like from a movie. They literally dragging the guy out and burst him through the window, like get the fuck out. So they're gonna drag him out because you know why? He knows that he needed to win this election to stay out of prison and to make those allegations from New York and those clear things that he violated, those tax evasions and everything that he did, go away. He was trying to make that disappear for the next 4 years as president. He didn't get elected again, and he's going after everything in the book right now to stay in that seat. But they're going to drag him out, and after Biden's elected, New York and everywhere else is going to go after his ass, and the rest of his life is going to be spent in a jail cell.
Hopefully. You see,
I guarantee you this.
He wants this selfishly. He doesn't want it for the fucking people.
I told this 4 years ago. No, I'm sorry. I'm making that 2 years ago. 2 years ago, when I first started this job that I'm at, there's this guy that works behind me, and they were talking about Trump and how these guys are like with him, these Republicans supporting him, and he's like wrong and all stuff like that. And I turned around, I was like, this is right now. Like, you don't understand. Like, this is right now because he's there. They're supporting him right now, but as soon as he's out of there, they're gonna turn on him, and the karma is going to be so bad. You don't understand. Like, I literally told him this. I was like, the karma is going to be so bad. And watch, in a couple years, in the next few years as it unfolds, this dude is going to end in jail, and it's going to be horrible. Because that's how the world works. People love you, and you do horrible things, hate you, they throw you where you belong. No matter what. You know, like, and I mean, he's going to get what he deserves, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I pay more taxes than this motherfucker. Like, and I'm literally poor guy. So,
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Well, on Monday, Biden's already doing executive order.
Well, no, he can't. Yeah, he's putting cabinets together and putting stuff. He can't do nothing executive order until January 20th.
Oh, okay. So, yes. He said at the end of January.
Yeah, he's getting everything together on Monday. And he's getting his task force with COVID and stuff.
Action.
Yeah, like, you know, but you know,
because of
who's really president. You know that, right?
I mean, yeah.
Kamala Harris is president.
Yeah, and that's totally fine.
And, you know, Joe Biden is just symbolism. And Kamala Harris took this spot. So in 4 years, when Joe Biden says, I can't do this, I'm literally dead. Like you said, literally. She's going to be like, I'm running for election, but you guys saw the things that I passed as vice president and the things that I helped with. They're going to elect her as president. Well, they're going to elect her as the side of Democratic presidency. She's going to go as shoo-in. And whoever they choose on the other side, you know, I mean, I told you, I don't care if the Republican side is somebody balanced. If somebody's balanced on the other side, and I like the things that they say, I might lean. I mean, I'm independent, so
yeah,
like I don't stand by no, you know, like I don't like extremists. Yeah. Trump is an extremist. He's disgusting. Hold on. Sorry, guys. My mom was saying happy birthday to me. She was like, I need to give you a hug. You go hug. What's up? But what was I saying?
That about Kamala.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, like, I don't like extremists.
Yeah.
I like people that are balanced. Like you were saying that you like AOC, but AOC is a little extreme.
I love AOC.
I wouldn't like her as president.
I love her.
I like her as a house, maybe, or maybe a senator.
I love her.
I don't like her president.
I love her.
She's a little extreme.
She's young.
She's a little extreme.
How old is she? She's
you know how I like.
right?
You know how I like Elizabeth. If you going females right now, if you want to talk females, I'll choose 1,000% Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren is so smart and she just knows her shit.
Yeah.
And the way that she goes after these fucking corporations, sometimes I'll be like, "Yo, what's up, Elizabeth?"
Funny.
So like if you give me Elizabeth and ticket, I'll be like, okay, because she's like a female version of Bernie.
Right.
I like that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't like AOC. AOC a little extreme.
I love her.
I just don't like extreme shit. Either side.
Yeah.
You gave me somebody balanced either side. If like, let's say by example, you give me somebody on the Democratic side is extreme and somebody's that's balanced on the Republican, I might lean Republican on that year.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, I don't like this extreme shit. Like, I don't like this person is because that extreme thing's just gonna lead into things people like overcorrection.
Mm-hmm.
So in 4 years, then you're gonna get an extreme in the other side.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna be an overcorrection. And it's just never going to work. It's just always going to be like an overcorrection. It's tic-tac, you know? So it's annoying. It gets annoying. Because now that extreme of Trump, we might get an extreme of the other side. Like right now with, the AOC and everybody saying we need these things right now. And I'm like, hey, hold off because Biden is balanced. Just let him be. Like let him be in the both sides.
Yeah, well,
because people can come together. People can then just not be this divided.
Yeah, but hopefully, she's there to challenge people.
Yeah, challenge them, but then don't force your things down the throats of people because then it's like
she's not. She's very passionate.
Yeah, but again, she kind of wants these things obligated. Like she's like, we need, some of the things is like, hold off, just hold off. It's a little extreme, and if you do this, there's gonna be an overcorrection. The other side. She's the overcorrection of Trump. I'm telling you this right now. She's the overcorrection of Trump. And I just don't like that. I like balanced. I like people just balance both things. Just nice equilibrium, Like just
between your arms.
Yeah, just keep it nice. Just keep it nice and equal. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I like that shit. I like when it's both sides, Like just put your shit together. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what you're reading my notes. Mm-hmm. I got nothing else. You got something else? Biden won. It's a beautiful day.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a happy birthday. My last birthday 4 years ago. Well, my birthday 4 years ago was really depressing.
For real, we were like
because we had an orange head as president.
Honestly, I didn't vote that last election.
I never voted.
God, I can't even talk. Yeah, I've never voted before until now. But
actually,
I didn't.
Holy shit. Actually, thinking about it, the last election was actually the first election that I could have voted anyways. I couldn't vote for Obama ever because I was too young.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap. But I never had the idea of, I never wanted to vote because I thought
I turned 18 when that thing came up.
Yeah.
That election. So.
Yeah, I was already 21 by last election. No, yeah? Mm-hmm. 4 years ago, yeah, 21. So I was like ready to vote. Mm-hmm. But I was 17 when Obama was reelected. Right. So I was like, nah, I can't vote anyways, but I don't want to vote anyways.
Yeah, but I didn't vote because I was just like, he's never going to win. And yeah, lo and behold.
He won.
Now we're here. And I was like, fuck no, this is not happening
last election, I was like, I'm not voting for this. I'm not voting for Hillary Clinton. And I'm not voting for Trump. It's two horrible choices. And again, you gave me two horrible choices, but the other one was too fucking horrible. And I had to go for Biden this time.
Was too bad.
I had to put my, and you know what? You know why we won? It's because I put my vote in. You're welcome, nation. You're welcome, America.
I literally got an absentee vote or an absentee ballot, and then I had to go drop it off because I'm an idiot and I forgot the deadline.
I mailed my shit 3 weeks ago. My thing was counting and everything already.
Mm-hmm. But Long Island was disgustingly Republican entirely.
But this thing is, rich areas and rural areas are always going to be red, no matter what. And city areas, like urban areas, are always going to be blue.
Yeah.
So, like if you see Florida,
bruh,
like everything around Florida is red, and then you see that huge blue circle in Orlando, and then the huge blue circle in Miami, but everything else,
and then Jacksonville, I think too.
Yeah, but in New York Long Island is red, and upstate is all red, and then literally the city is
the
like
city
all
is
blue.
Why we won in New York.
Well, yeah, because the thing is, like, in upstate, there's not that many people.
Yeah.
So the millions of people there in New York is literally in the city.
The amount of people that I know that voted Trump here in Long Island, it's...
Really?
Did I tell you I'm a hairstylist?
Oh, yeah. You told me that
Yeah.
bullshit. But she's just ignorant, though. She didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah.
Like, she was, like, the reason that she gave was ignorant.
It was so stupid, but yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, it's a happy day. Beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's your birthday. And we're going to
I'm
celebrate
old.
tomorrow. And I have some stuff planned. And I have your gift right there, which is, you're going to open and you're going to like.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's do it now. Let's go.
All right, let's end this episode then.
All right.
All right, guys.
We're out.
Again, our Instagram page is Amateurs Pod. The Amateurs Pod on Twitter. Our email is amateur advice. What is it? I forgot our email.
Yeah, amateurish advice, I think.
No, I forgot our email. Whatever.
It's
If you
on
want to
our
send us
page.
questions, DM our page, or our links are on our Instagram.
Linktree.
Are you gonna see this
Patreon.
week? You're gonna see this week some posts on our Patreon, and you're gonna see it's gonna be worth being subscribe to us, because we're gonna give you some legit ass content and some exclusive content just for you if you're there.
Yep.
And my first episode of Rated VZ is coming out on Friday.
Oof.
It's coming out on Friday.
Oof.
And Talk That Talk is going to come out the week after, I think, but it's not settled.
Yeah.
But Rated VZ is coming out Friday. It's going to be on our Patreon. And all our Amateurish podcast is going to be on Patreon as well. All our things, all bonus content is going to be there. And yeah, guys.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
This is a good one.
It's
Have
a good one because Trump is out.